Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I'm gonna do some journaling. Gonna have a, I don't know, journaling session. What do you want to call it? This is where we left off. And I haven't really done anything else other than my Inspired to Create challenge for this week. So I am, behind again. It keeps happening, but it's all right. So I'm just going to settle in, do some catching up, put some stuff on my days, and yeah, that's it. And if you'd like to hang out and join me, grab your journal, grab your craft, grab your sewing, grab your whatever, turn the volume up, wash some dishes. That's what I need to be doing, but I'm going to journal first. So anyway, that's where I am. And I'm going to, real quick, so this will be 6, 7. I'm going to put just some quick ink on a couple of days. I did that before I turned on the camera last time, but if I don't start the video, I'm not going to make the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just do it. It won't take 2 seconds. Well, okay, maybe 2 minutes. And I thought I would just bring you along. So, you know how I do this. I'm doing, I think I'll stick to this. I'm going to use this orange this time. And I probably put way too much down. But that's okay. I want kind of matching my numbers for this month. So I'm going to do a little orange, let it dry, and then do a little bit of blue or green. And yeah, just thought I would turn on the camera and bring you along. And hopefully you will craft along with me. And yeah, that's it. That's as exciting as it gets around here. I haven't really had anything new or that exciting this week. It's been just kind of a run-of-the-mill week. I should have done this before I got ink all over this thing, but I did not, so I'm doing it now. Better late than never. So, yep, just putting down some ink and trying not to get it on the rest of my journal. So what you been up to? Are you as behind as I am? Today is actually the 10th. And I'm just, I think behind is just become a way of life. I tend to be behind in most everything, in every aspect of my life. Are you that way? I don't know. But that's just who I am, and I have learned to live with that. So, here we are. I have enough ink, I think, to do this one, so I'm going to go, nope. Hold that thought. Eraser would be right here. I decided to do, I need to tip in. If you saw my Inspired to Create video, here's my page, and I still need to tip it in. If you heard me say when I don't know, the last journal video maybe, I miscounted my pages, so I need to make up for some lost pages. So I'm just going to tip this in. It's going to be bulky, but that's okay. So I have that one reserved for the Inspired Challenge. I need to go back and erase all of these before I mess up again, but I'm not going to do that in this video. Okay, so this will be Wednesday the 9th. This one should be the 10th. And I'm going to stop there. And I never bothered to put ink over here, or put a page under this one, so I guess I didn't care if I got ink over on this side. Duh. All right. So, see, that wasn't too bad. And just kind of bloop, bloop, bloop a little bit. And I can pick up a little bit of the rest with my little index mop. I'm gonna start calling them index mops, not index cards. So when that dries, and this already feels almost dry, I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple of numbers while I'm letting this page dry. And if I can find my scissors. Oh, I want to show you something else too. These are my numbers and my printables in my Etsy shop. And let me find, this is the days of the week that match those. And they're listed now too. I just listed them the other day. So, I know some of you have already found them, and I do appreciate it greatly. And let me go ahead and cut this, because remember, it didn't exactly want to fit in the pocket. There. I'm going to leave one out, but I wanted to show you this too. Let me dig it out real quick. This is February and June's August printables on her not Etsy, Patreon. I love the days of the week on here, and they actually would match my numbers as well. But aren't these pretty? What kind of star is that? It looks like a quilting star of some sort, but I don't know what it's called. The only one I know is like Star of David, and I don't know if that's what that is or not. But I have not printed all of the printables that she did, but because there's like full pages and journal cards and things like that that I haven't printed. Here's some people. These are like emojis, kind of like, but cuter. And there's some with, you know, different expressions. And there are some with the words, you know, the feeling that's associated with it. And then there's some with lines like you can journal. I printed out 2 of those, and then this is where my printer was messing up, but I can still cut those out and use them. So I'm going to be using some of that too today, but I just wanted to show you. This is February and June. Her name is Lydia, and it's February and June. And you can find her on Patreon. You can find her on YouTube. I will link her YouTube channel. And I'm sure she has a link somewhere in her Instagram or YouTube to her Patreon if you're interested. She puts out some great artwork every month. And great videos. Some exclusive content on her Patreon. So, if you haven't checked her out yet, then please go do that. She does incredible journals. I mean, her journal pages are just, yeah, they put mine to shame. So, where was I? I was at number 6 and 7, 8, and 9. So, I'm going to see if I can get all this glued on and then everything kind of in where it goes. And then we'll see how much time I have left. I think that's 6. 5 was a Saturday, so 6 was Sunday. So we have Sunday on this one. And I might change this up. I'm putting these in here for now, but I might change it up and use some of hers on some of these days instead. But we will just see how this goes. So Tuesday is the 8th. That makes, I think, Wednesday the 9th, and I haven't done the 10th yet. Okay. Well, the 9th and Thursday the 10th. There. We will stop there. I didn't, where is my binder? This is the binder that I had my printables in. So the 2-digit numbers are all together on this one. And these are very large numbers. They're about 3 inches tall, I think. Yep, they're a little over, about 3 inches tall. So I like my numbers big. They have apps if you want to scale it down a little bit, but I like to be able to see at a glance. I don't want to have to hunt for my number too much. So hopefully on this one I did not leave off any numbers like I did on that one. I couldn't believe I did that. So I was going to go back and add a little bit of teal or blue or something to this. I'm thinking this peacock feathers will be pretty. I already buried my stuff here. Here we go. All right, this dries so quick when I do it this way. Yeah, one more for good measure. It really does dry quick. So, where are you at in your journal process? Are you as behind as I am? You see how behind I am. Let's see, this is the 10th. I'll just do a few. Just a few little bloops here and there. Now, I went through and put all those in there, knowing full well I was going to have to pull them back out, but that's all right. It's all right. So this week, let's see, what did I do? Nothing that was like over the moon exciting. No cops were called this week. Nobody was turned in for being an escapee. We went back there, and I, if you remember that from the last journal video, where we went to the nursing home rehab. It's actually a rehab facility. And anyway, so there are younger people there. It's not like a nursing home where there's primarily older folks. I mean, there is a lot of older folks, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm going to use a little on this one. Seeing how I have some extra. My stool is squeaky. Do you hear it? It's not my stomach growling or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to slop up some of this ink with my index card and call it good. There. And this will dry in no time. So, let me do this one. We'll get these glued in, and then I think I have almost everything I need for most of these days. How is that for a definitive sentence? Sometimes I don't know until I go to journal, and then I think I have something and I don't. Or I forget I did something, or you know how that goes. So, sometimes it takes this first round of gluing stuff in to realize that I forgot something. I went and dug out a new jot. I knew I had more of them. I went and dug out a brand new one of those. Let's see, 6 was Sunday. Yep, that one's already dry. And 7th. So this part of the process doesn't take too long. I did some of this before I turned on the camera the last time. But this time I just decided if I didn't hurry up and turn on the camera, I wasn't going to get to make a video. Because my husband will be home before long. And then I will, we'll go do our normal evening chores and tasks and, you know, dinner and garden and all the goodies. So, I thought, well, I will just chit-chat, and I wish that I could hear you back. But I can't. So, okay, that is a bright orange. That was that spice marmalade, and it is bright. It is very bright. Very, very bright. So what did I do this week? Monday was kind of my at-home day. And I did some garden stuff and harvested some seeds from some stuff that was growing earlier in the year. And some seeds that I had already collected, like seed pods and stuff. And so I just was, you know, you kind of let them dry, keep them in like a paper bag until they dry out. And then, you know, you have to like get them out of the little pods that they're in, or whatever the case is. But, anyhow, so I did that. It wasn't like it looked like I did anything, and I don't even really have that much to represent that. But I still did it, and it took me the better part of the day. And it was just one of those chores that had been lingering over my head for a little while, and I was glad to have it done. So there. I didn't glue the other ones on, but I figured I might as well start gluing something. So I feel like I'm accomplishing something here. But it always feels good just to get this part done. And I had said in the last video I was going to try to do the week ahead like this. And I clearly did not quite make that goal. But I was going to make this video yesterday, but I was really stumped on that, the last Inspired to Create. If you watch that video. If you haven't, you can go watch it. But, what am I looking for? Eraser. That one stumped me a little bit in a couple different ways. And not a bad stump, just a stump, right? That's the idea, is to challenge our, you know, do something different. For it to be challenging. And not just the same thing we do every day. Monday was the 7th. All right. So this was the day that I did the garden stuff. And I'm sure that I have something to represent a garden in here, but I also have my seed saving packets that I have. And I think I'm going to use that as a pocket. I mean, in a way, I kind of hate to waste them, but it's also journal fodder, right? I have a bunch of them. But when I get the seeds out, that's what I put them in, as little seed packets. You can write on them what they are. And I think I've used them in my journal. I think I've used one in my journal before. So that was the day I did that. And Sunday we do the normal Sunday things, went to church, so on and so forth. But I'll get into all of that in just a minute. I just wanted to get all these numbers down real quick. And I think that was where I left off. Okay. Because technically I still haven't done the 4th and the 5th either. So I was just trying to get these numbers on and get them off my plate and on the paper, so to speak. So, what else did we do? Well, I have my little notes here to my right, but, oh, we went to, or, well, I'll get into that in a minute. So, we, are actually going to go tomorrow. Well, it's today's tomorrow, not when you see this video's tomorrow. Did that make sense? Today's tomorrow. Not tomorrow's tomorrow. Anyway, we're just going to take a little weekend. No, actually not even the whole weekend. We're just going to go on an overnight, just a little excursion. So, it just does your brain good just to get away from whatever you want to get away from. I mean, actually, I'm content just to sit here and journal, too. But it does my husband some good just to kind of go clear his head every once in a while. So, he works hard, so we will let him do that, right? I love these colors together. Might as well. I'm here, I might as well, right? And then I'm current with my days and dates. And then maybe I'll use Lydia's in the next batch. I don't know. Anyhow. But, so we're just going to go on overnight. My sister's going to go with us. And so that'll be fun. I don't get to do a whole lot with her these days. She lives like on the other side of town. So it's a good 30, 35, 40 minute drive. And I can't drive that far yet. So, so it's not like I can just run down and see her. But, and she has started working a little bit. So she's been staying busy. So it'll be good to spend, you know, just an evening with her. A little evening and a day or a day and a half, something like that. And here we go. All right, onward and forward. Yay! I feel much better. And that did not take too terribly long. Well, it took 20 minutes. All right. So, let's see. I have I'm digging in my little printed file over here. I wanted to get out. This was the little part of the summer printable that I had made. That's also in my Etsy shop. It had this pool, and I honestly have not gotten in my pool that much. And I thought, wow, you know, okay, when it's too hot to swim, does anybody know what that means? You know it's hot, but the water is just like bath water. And unless it rains, and we have not had a whole lot of the rain lately, so my husband had jumped in it after he was doing yard work one day, and he said it actually was refreshing. So I was like, wow, that was nice. I missed it. This day, did garden stuff. I did, you know, just the run of the mill. I'll find, as I'm going through stuff, I will find stuff to put in here. Gardening, pulling weeds, that sort of thing. And this might be the process today. I might just be going through and getting all of my stuff in here. Maybe not even glued down. And because that's just how it goes sometimes, right? So, the other thing, what else did I do that day? I did, you know, mostly garden. I was getting stuff ready for fall, getting the beds ready for fall, and I jumped in the pool afterwards, jumped in the shower. I went and visited my little lady friend. We had a nice visit for a couple of hours. And let me see if I have one of these if I don't find something better in the meantime. So that will at least hold that spot. So that and that. And so Saturday my husband fished and I stayed home. I worked in the garden again. I'm trying to build up my heat tolerance. He left like really early in the morning. And I think I'm going to use this picture. It was a picture off of the last one that I dug out and cut up. And I already have it cut out. It's laying right here. I might as well use it. So, using up my stuff here. So he fished and he left at like 3:30 in the morning, I think. And he set his coffee, or the night before, and then he leaves me these little notes, and it's so cute. It says, use the coffee in the thermos, because he didn't take all of it with him. So he put it in the thermos, and it was still hot for me when I got up. And said, then use the coffee in the thermos first, then hit the button. So he had first by the pointing to the thermos, and then he had this one that says second. He had it on the button on the coffee pot. So he just leaves me sweet little notes like that. So I will put that in here. And then I made, what did I make? I made chicken and dumplings, and took, well, we didn't take any that day. We took them the next day. And then we went to bed early. I don't really have anything that, I do have Sleepy. Sleepy. I wonder if she has Sleepy. Look, there's Sleepy. Let me get the one that actually says Sleepy. There we go. Well, yeah. I'm going to use it off this page that only half of them printed out. This was when my printer was canceling itself out. Well, I'm not going to get all of the Z's in there, but that's okay. There. Might cut around him a little bit. There we go. So we'll put Mr. Sleepy down here. And then I'll just write about, we went to bed early because he was sound asleep, I think, by 6 or 7 o'clock. I did not quite fall on the couch, not in bed, but he definitely was exhausted. So I think I'm going to do something like this, except I might put a flip on this, but I just want to kind of go through and get the stuff on the pages for now. And then if I have time, I'll come back and do 1 or 2 of the pages. I don't know if I will, but I just kind of need to go through this. This is sort of my process, and I want to make sure that I have everything. And so that's what I'm doing. I wish that I had an interesting story time to share with you, sort of. Fun interesting, not bad interesting, right? So let's see, what else do we have? Oh, I have more garden stuff. I think I already have one of those. What am I looking for? Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, duh. Oh, my glasses are in this basket. Yeah, this is my glasses. So when I can't see, you'll know why. Bed early, so Sunday I was looking for, well, I had it. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind here. All right, we're gonna plunder. Look at all the printables. Oh, I'm gonna use this for today because our back to school. I mean, I don't have one in school, but the kids went back to school in our county today. So I'll cut that out for today. This is Brooke at Recreations by Brooke on her Etsy shop. In her Etsy shop, she has like kits, printable kits for each month. Some of them are older, but you can still use them. There's pools that I did not draw. And there's the bananas. What am I looking for? I'm looking for one that I just printed off. Oh well, I'll find it. So what else am I looking for? In Sunday school we started James. And the book of James. And as soon as I can find my churches, I will put one on here. I do not know where that went either. Oh my goodness. I am just like all over the place here. I volunteer. I have my minis. I have got to straighten this out. That's what I really need to do. Straighten it out. I was looking for a church a minute ago, but I actually can just use that right there. That will do. And I'm going to put this, and I'm going to put that we started James. We just did the intro. So So I've never done anything in James. We just finished Ruth and Esther, and that was really fun. Y'all didn't see me journal that page. Oh, because I haven't yet. We actually did a luau. So I had some journal fodder from it. That was at the very end of July, though. I still have a couple pages to do from the end of July. Do y'all have any interest in seeing that, or you want me to just do it and tell you about it later? It's always so hard. I always end up with a couple pages left over, but then I get started in the next month, and then it seems so after the fact, you know? But I guess it doesn't really matter. You know, if you're just journaling, it's the same thing, just a different day, different month. And we did, oh yeah, we went to, here's where I was talking about I can use this big pancakes. Because we went to Denny's with his mom and dad had just come back in town. And so we did that. We went with them after church, and then I started some seeds. Oh no, I did that the next day. Oh, my husband took some chicken and dumplings to Miss Sue. So I'm wondering if I have something that represents that. Wait, this should have gone back on the 4th. You see this? You see this temperature in my car? Yep. Put that on that date. And this was the garden thing I had for that day. I will put it on this day. There we go. I'm getting there. I don't know if anybody likes to see this process, or if you just want me to be done with it and ready to go when I didn't finish that sentence. You know, would you rather just see the stuff put in the video, or already cut out and ready to glue in, or anyway, I'm just putting that on that day. So I also have these. So I have this for the 8th. This is where we went to the rehab. And, oh, yeah, we did that in the afternoon. Oh no, I tore my page. I didn't think that was that sticky. Yeah, sure, it's going there. I worked at the clinic. What else did I do? Oh, I'm still training. So that's why I did the little computer. My little volunteer thing on there. And still training. What did I skip? Did I skip? Oh, yeah. I skipped Monday the 7th, kind of, sort of. I already told you about the certain seeds. So, there. I'll put gardening down. Now, these were from Lydia at February and June as well. So, Monday was just kind of a quiet day. And on those days, like, I did a lot, but I don't have a lot to represent it. I mean, I could have printed out gardening day like this big and, you know, but it doesn't work that way, right? What else did I do that day? I don't know. But anyway, so I did the clinic, and oh, one picture that I still need to print that I know of. We worked that evening when he got home from work, and we tied up the our blackberry bushes. We have two cables running between poles, and we have them growing up and across those lines. So I'm going to try to put an updated picture on there. We still have some weeds to pull and mulch to put down, but then I'm going to get a picture and put in there. So I'm going to try to save my little spot for a picture. And so yesterday, I saw my neurologist. and she smacked my hand a little bit. You know, 3 months, I see them every 3 months. I see the PA on the alternating 3 months. So it's been actually 6 months since I saw the actual neurologist. And the last time I was there, which was 6 months ago, she had sent a referral for me to do the driving exam. Do you remember me talking about that a while back? And so I was not happy. Oh, I need to put my sad face on here. Let me put my sad face. Well, I can put this one on here. It kind of cut her off a little bit, but anyhow, she, I can't talk and do I can't do two things at one time, y'all. Whatever made me think I could do videos. She asked me why I wasn't in PT and she asked me what happened with that, because the last time I saw the PA, she had sent over the order for that. And then it got lost in between the physical therapy department and insurance. And so I didn't start PT, and I've come to grips with that. I'm okay with that now, sort of. But anyway, so she wants me in PT. But she smacked my hand a little bit about driving. So, and in my defense, well, maybe physical therapy told me that I shouldn't. But in this whole process, nobody actually told me, hey, don't drive. I mean, it was kind of a given, I guess, because my right leg was paralyzed. But, you know, I just kind of thought, you know, I haven't been in PT. I was driving a little bit towards the end of it, and they kind of knew it. I'm looking for my little cars, my little driving thing. I thought they were in here, but maybe not. Because I was going to put me in my little car and put a slash through it. So she basically told me that she's going to report me to the state. Or she strongly alluded to it. So she said I could either do the driving test at, well, it's just not on here. She said I could either do the driving test at the rehab that they have, or she could write the letter to, or I could take it at the DMV. And I'm like, no, I don't want, those people are intimidating, right? That'd be like having to go do your driver's test again, and I just really don't want to do that. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, she just gave me the spiel about how it wasn't safe, and, you know, if something happened, I could be held liable, and I get all that, but I also know that I'm a very safe person. And so, anyway, I thought maybe my little driving stuff was in here, but it's not. So, anyhow, this is, yeah, so that was my, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and glue her right there, because I know that's where she's going. So I was a little sad about that. Not going to lie. And I have, well, I had this cute little shuttle bus. Here it is. It's this little, there. It is, you know, I probably should have left it on here. That's all right. I'm going to put that in my car. I could have at least cut it straight, though, huh? And this is, you know, at the hospital they have, you know, because the parking, even the handicap parking is so far out. So they do have a shuttle that comes around if you leave early enough and can wait for it. So I'm probably going to use that as a tip-in. Yeah, that's just the medical center. And there's a duck pond out there, which I can't quite get up and down the, it's a incline and decline or whatever. So let's find some washing. What else do I have? I mean, I have today's stuff. School bus, doctor's appointment. Blah, 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 right? I still haven't changed out this washi, which is fine. Let's see. I like that Hello Sunshine. Ooh, here's some pineapple. It's pink though. How about just some yellow without the sunshine? Of course, I could do this emoji face here. Anywho, what else do I have? I have some gold pineapple. Have that. This actually would work. Yep, it's a little wider than that, so that'll work. So I'll put this down here. I didn't have time to wait for the shuttle when I first got there, so I started walking. And, oh my goodness, that was a long walk. So I finally caught up with the shuttle. Because I did not have their number with me. You can call them when you get there and tell them where you are, and they will come get you. But not if you don't have their number with you. So I grabbed this on my way out, and I'm going to put this part with the phone number in it in my car, so that I have it the next time I go. So anyway, so I'll just journal down there, and then well, I don't know. I'll just leave her right there for now and just be upset. So, no, I don't have any reason to think that I won't pass, I hope. Because if you don't pass it, then they send a note to the Department of Motor Vehicles, and then they take your license away. So, that would be no fun. So, hopefully it won't come to that. What else? I'm going to use this kind of bright. This is one of those distress markers, because I think that would be kind of the right color. You know, it looks yellow, but I think that's even oranger than... Yeah, it is. Well, it'll still work. Or this one that looks orange, perhaps it's lighter. No, it's definitely orange. But I will use this one. And just going to make some little journaling lines in here. So maybe one more. Could have used that teal color too. What else did I do that day? I didn't know. Oh, I went right from there to the clinic. So, where's my little volunteer? Here we go. Because that was the day I started training the lady that's going to take the job that I had there. So hopefully I can get her trained maybe one more time. You know, one more day with her. And I think I'm just going to tuck her right there somewhere. I don't know where I want her yet. She's not jiving with there. Maybe I'll print her out smaller. I can do that. But I am going to put this right here in the center of the page. kind of. Yeah. Yep. I know this is not like an exciting video. I'm sorry. I always love to hear people's stories though. And just what they do. I mean, it's just, I guess it's no different than like reality television, right? What day was this? This is, and I have another one. Well, no, that is the current one. This is a big loofah growing. It's growing in a very inopportune spot, but we're going to leave it there. I think this was this day. Pretty sure. Well, hold on. My little upset is trying to escape. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put her right here. She's so cute. Yeah, sure. I could have put her over there, but I kind of like her just sort of, she looks like she's standing right there. Well, could have scooted her over a little bit. Well, that's the good thing about that Jock glue is you can just move it. There. So, you know, it's not horrible news, but it wasn't, you know. I thought I was free and clear on that. Maybe because I don't have a physical therapist telling me don't do this. So, you know, and I get that they have to, I was kind of surprised that they hadn't already, but, I never asked, you know, about, we never really talked that much about the driving until, you know, I asked last time, and I thought she was kind of giving me the option to do the class, or the test, the driver's test. You know, just to kind of make my husband feel a little bit better about me driving. But anyway, it's not just the physical part of the driving that's hard. It's the mental part of it, the in your head part, the part where, I mean, it's been 2 years. Do you know how much roads change in 2 years? I mean, there's buildings that weren't there. There's turn-ins that weren't there. There's all kinds of things. And, you know, if you're driving it every day and you're kind of getting used to it a little bit at a time, then you don't notice the change quite as much. But, you know, it has been 2 full years since I've driven much, or driven on a regular basis. So, anyhow, that's a lot. Alrighty, I'm just going to put that down here somewhere, or maybe over here. I'm not sure, but I like the school bus. It's so cute and it matches the page. And that's where my printer cut it off, so I just put it in the crease of the thing and nobody ever notices, right? So, I can finish trimming up a few things and whatever, but I mainly wanted to get in here and get, you know, my background's finished. I knew I had done most of them last time. And I knew that I had, let's see, I'm gonna put her up here. Did I go in? Yeah, I went in that morning. How did I lose my glue stick already? What was I saying? Oh, and then make sure I have everything. And I you know, I didn't. I was missing a couple things. But, you know, like, there was a couple things from the last time I did this, or the, you know, first couple days, that I realized I forgot, you know. And so I wanted to make sure that I had all the things. And I think, Oh, this is where I'm going to save. I need to put a little thing that's going to save the place for BlackBerry pictures. Now what would I write that with? A pencil, maybe? How about that? And then I can use my temporary glue, my little repositional glue, and put this right here. And that way I will know to save that for a picture. Looky there, looky there. And I will add the journaling spots around it, I guess. And then this was the other thing. I think I'm going to have to cut this off. Yeah, I think I had to last time too. Yep. And glue it down, and then I can put... Do I have anything that fits in there right off the top of my head? I don't think so. I'm going to have to make a tag to go in there. But, you know, I can always come back now that I've got the main stuff done. Now I can come back and add all the bells and whistles, you know. There's not that many bells and whistles. Don't be fooled. There's not that many. But I can at least, you know, come back and add, because what I could do is cut this right here, and then glue it on, or tape it on, or something like that on that side. I'm not sure if I'll do it there, but if I do it here, then I could glue here and here and leave this as a tuck, and then put one of my little tags right here, or it could be a belly band. Hey, I like that. And then I can write about what seeds I started. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. So I'm only going to glue top and bottom, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue for that. And then I think I'm probably going to wrap up this video before I end up going over an hour, which I'm trying really hard not to do. There. Okay, so let's see if this fits in the pocket. Oh, looky there. I think it does. Looky there, looky there. So I can put one in here with journaling on it, and then I can put one here. I'm going to put it here to remind myself that that's a belly band and not just a pocket. I have another one, doesn't have as much color on it, but I can put it in here like that. Perfect fit. Now I can go back and add more ink on it, but boy, that really matches that page, doesn't it? So here's my gardening day, and glue this on, and then I think I will call it a wrap. I just saw my husband walk past the window. Yep, there he goes again. What else did I do? Yeah, this was the day I stayed home. So I'm going to put this down here, and I'll go ahead and glue it on, but I may have some more pictures of the garden that day, and I will go back and double check. And just before I get too glue happy. And that back in there, and I think I still have to glue some. Oh yeah, that's right, my little notes and whatnot. But anyway, I think he sounds like he's fixing to crank up a weed eater or something like that. So yep, I hear him getting out the lawnmower. He is right outside of my window, so I'm going to call this one done, and I will pick back up if I can come back before we leave town and finish those couple pages or something like that, then I may do that. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to stop here. And no, I'm going to say I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to keep gluing. I like to glue things. All right. I know he goes there. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to stop. All right. Well, we got a little bit done. Well, I still got to glue that stuff on, but I have my pool. Probably put that up here, and I keep saying I'm going to stop, and I don't, and now I really am. So I hope that if you hung with me, I know this was just kind of a jumbled up mess, but it got me sort of caught up. At least I'm on the home stretch. And yeah, I have some colorful pages. They match my numbers and my days, and I'm happy about that. And what else? I think, and then hopefully I'll have something fun to journal about over the weekend. Maybe I'll get some journal fodder and we will have something fun to talk about for the next video. All right, well, y'all have a great weekend. It will probably be the weekend when you're seeing this. Maybe it'll be Friday. But y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.